Hello. Friday Night Live. We are live. Friday night. What is this? New Year's Eve. Yeah. Year end special. Live. Got the jam going. Put the hoodie on. It's actually cold here today. Cold. Last couple of days. Warm up. Well, as a matter of fact, this morning we had some snow flurries outside. About 10 minutes and went away. Hold on. Anybody in here yet? Yeah, people. Jamming out. Hill Rider TV. Yeah. That's it. Just when you think it's over, it starts right back up again. Yeah. All right. I think that's the end of that one. Yeah. So what's up? We'll check in the comments. Kevin. Oh, brother Kevin. We're gonna Bluegrass State. He was first. First tonight, Snorlords, and Happy New Year. Happy New Year. And we got the old Ponzi. Yeah, what's up? Snowlord. What it is? What is it? If I have a good year, anybody have a bad year? Bad year, good year? Yeah. I've been out the road most of the year, so yeah. Mrs. A says Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. What is 2024 going to bring us? Is it get any better? Get any worse? I don't know. Anybody got any New Year's resolutions they want to spill the beans on here tonight? I haven't really thought about it yet, so I don't have one. I usually just make a New Year's resolution every year. Not to make any New Year's resolution. That's usually my New Year's resolution. Don't make any. And everything will be fine. I uploaded some videos this week. First installment of the Fallen Flag series. I covered that with MS Carriers. Remember the old movie star MS Carriers ended up getting absorbed into Swift. But they were a pretty big company there for a while, and I guess mismanagement. So if you haven't checked out that video, go check it out. There'll be some more installments coming up in a few days. I got a couple of them lined up already, so you may know any trucking companies, Fallen Flag trucking companies you might want me to cover. I will check them out and get on it. Andy said 2024 will be much better. 2024 will bring death and destruction. Trucking with T-Bone. That is Snow Lord being positive. Yeah. Oops, I mean good. Curtis, pretty pal. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Typo, it happens. Yeah, you need snow up there in Springfield, Snow Lord. In the past few days, we got so maybe Wednesday next week might get something. It's supposed to be warm tomorrow up to about 58. I think 60 on Sunday. And I think Sunday night, New Year's Eve is supposed to a cold front moving in supposedly. And it's gonna get cold, not colder, but colder, high in the 40s. Man, the last few days it's been high in the 40s, and it's been kind of chilly out there. Kind of chilly. Dang autocorrect. I'm like the Doobie Brothers, minute by minute. Minute by minute. That's about the only way to do it. So what happened in trucking news this year? I keep holding on with a little help from my friends. Anything big happened in the trucking world? This acquisitions, mergers, acquisitions. Probably gonna go over to Freight Waves here in a few minutes. I'll read some stuff on there today that might be interesting. Yeah, it snowed, so when you get to Springfield and not visit me again, you will see it. If I go to Springfield again, it'll be to visit Snow Lord. That's for sure. Only a 3-hour bus ride from Greenbrier, Arkansas, so it won't take that long to get up there. Truckers Table, yo! He's a straight shot. I think they had one stop up there. Was it Harrison, Arkansas, right across the Missouri border, somewhere up there? They stopped for a few minutes, and then we continued on to the Springfield bus station. But his nice brand new bus station up there in Springfield. One in Little Rock. We shut it down. You can't even get a bus out of Little Rock anymore. You got to go to some surrounding territory. Like I had to go up to Greenbrier, Arkansas to get on the bus. But it wasn't too bad. 3 hours. Wasn't that bad. But to sit back and go up Highway 65 up to the Ozarks and enjoy the scenery for once instead of trying to drive down through there bare knuckles and trying to hold that 44,000 pounds of charcoal you got out of Branson coming down them mountain curvy roads. That's no fun. Even Triple T visits you when he is in Springfield. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Sure he does. Sure he does. All right, let me see if I can get over here. Find this. Viewpoint. That's not what I wanted. Hold on a few seconds. Where did I see this thing at? Today. Where is it at? I'm pointing at myself. Get with it. Well, what the heck? We'll just do this. The most read Freight Waves stories of 2023. That'll be pretty good. We'll see what Freight Waves has to offer there. See, I just had dinner with one of the original Pill Rider cronies. Who is that? That's right. Got to visit the Lord of Snore when you're in Springfield. Let's see. Share screen. There we go. There we go. Is it sharing? It's not sharing. What the heck? I can go back over here and do this. Oh, I've got to do this. There we go. All right. There we go. I got it now. It's like I'm a rookie. I'm a rookie. The most read. Hold on. I gotta do. Let me check this. Oh, that's me. All right. There we go. Make sure I'm doing this right. There we go. The most read Freightways stories of 2023. Yellow bankruptcy, freight recession, and closures of trucking companies caught readers' attentions. Yeah, I guess they go by. Here's a count. This should not come as a surprise that 2023 was one of the busiest years for news in the freight industry. Trucking companies, large and small, shuttered, including the biggest carrier bankruptcy in history. Layoffs continued to pile up amid the ongoing trucking bloodbath. That is right. A lot of the logistic companies, brokerages shut down. Laid a lot of people off, and a lot of the autonomous trucking companies shut down. And labor disputes simmered across every mode. As the year comes to a close, we take a look at some of Freightways' most read stories of 2023. It's just a sample of thousands of stories Freightways riders put out this year. Family-owned California trucking company ceasing operations after 95 years. A third-generation family-owned trucking company and brokerage, Certified Freight Logistics, headquartered in Santa Maria, California, ceased operation in October after 95 years. That's a shame. Shut down a company that's been in business for 95 years. Oh, you were down there with Blackbeard. That's right. Peace Equipment, a company headquartered in Edcott, Texas. What? Filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection in May, citing rising operating costs and reduced income in the trucking industry. Here's the big one of the year, I think, about Yellow shutting down. A July letter from Teamsters leadership to local unions representing all of Yellow Corporation's network said emerging negotiations hadn't yielded an agreement. This was been before they shut down. Yeah, here we go. See, number 7, Illinois Trucking Company's sudden shutdown leaves team drivers stranded and unpaid. Cromex Villa Park, Illinois said things were looking bleak after they were stranded in a Chicago area hotel for 3 days, more than 1,000 miles from home, without a paycheck or a truck, until a truckers' outreach organization offered to pay their rental car expenses to get them home to Jacksonville, Florida. Wow. Yellow exec tells sales staff company will file bankruptcy Monday. That's right. North Carolina trucking company shut down. 200 drivers. For some owner operators, it looks like the end of the road. There you go. End of the road. Looks like end of the road for all you owner operators. The current market is tough enough for owner operators that a significant chunk of them are considering leaving it altogether. At least that's according to a recent FreightWaves research survey. As to select statements that apply to them, 35.2% of self-identified owner-operators checked if the market does not rebound materially by the end of 2023, I will leave the industry. There you go. Trucking bloodbath snares fleets large and small. This comes in at number 3. The number of authorized interstate trucking fleets in the U.S. declined by nearly 9,000 in the first quarter of 2023, according to federal data analyzed by Motive, a fleet management technology company. Several mid-sized fleets shuttered this year, including Florida's Flagship Transport and North Carolina Freightworks Transport. And major freight brokerages laid off thousands of employees in 2023 alone. That's right, they sure did. Freight recession unlike any other in history. Number 2. While it's possible that freight rates will rise in anticipation of a capacity reset, FreightWaves and many other analysts don't believe that freight rates will increase until at least the second quarter of 2024. And few predict large increases in rates even then. Therefore, it is likely that the attrition process will continue as the market slowly grinds out the weakest players. That's right. And coming in at number 1, will truckers answer the call to boycott Florida on Saturday? I don't think that did went anywhere. In June, hundreds of social media posts called for truck drivers to boycott picking up and delivering freight in Florida over the state's new targeting undocumented immigrants. There you go. And there's a picture of Convoy. You know, they went out of business. They were a big brokerage company, all that stuff. And let's see. 40-year-old Montana truck company shuts down. How ELD mandate made trucking more dangerous. All right, check on that story. Let's see what that sounds crazy to me right there. I don't know. We'll see. Federal law designed to make trucking safer may have aggravated worse issues. This was back in March. U.S. government can't confirm whether ELD mandate has improved safety on the road, but studies suggest otherwise. Wow. So I'm going to read all that, but you know how it is. They say e-logs have made the roads less safer for people. Truckers are going crazy. All right. Go back here to the comments. Triple T just had dinner with one of the original Pale Rider cronies, Blackbeard. There's 3 of y'all down there in that area. That's right. Got to visit the Lord of Store when you're in Springfield. The Blackbearded one sends his regards. Real Blackbeard. I miss Blackbeard. Henry Duncan. What's going on? Ponzi Bidenomics is awesome. Stock market at all-time highs. More stimulus is on the way. No worries if you are a bankster. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with you about the Bidenomics. Article I did cover the other day about 21 states are challenging the new Biden and Federal Highway Administration's emission rulings that are supposed to be coming out this year. So check out that video I did on that. Check it out. See what's going on. 21 states. Coffee. You know what time it is? It's coffee time. Coffee time. Here we go. So we got 2024. It's election year, presidential election year. What's going to happen? What is going to happen? I don't know. What's up, Ralph? Ralph says, good evening. How's it been going, Ralph? I haven't seen you around in a while. Hope everything's good over there at the Ralph's place. EV autonomous is the only way to survive in California. Yeah, but they're going to ban the combustible engine by 2035 or something. I don't know. No wonder nobody wants to go to California. Too many rules, too many regulations. Too many rules and regulations for Daniel. Is not first. Daniel is, you're like 16th or something. He's slacking. What should be Daniel's punishment for being so late? Almost 30 minutes late. What time is it? Or I just gotta hold on. I gotta answer this text. All right. Yeah, I put the link. I might have a guest coming up here in a minute. I got to put the link in the chat. And might have a guest. New love's going up in Bakersville, California, Interstate 99. It's going through Cabbage Patch or Dead Man's Pass. No signal. All right, here we go. Here's the. This is for. There it is. Might have a guest putting the link for them to sign. Come on in. I hate that thing. YouTube's got the on the chat thing. They got that heart thing, and he came and pinned the chat. Pinned the minute. Oh, there he goes. We don't need it pinned. Here we go. Let me see. Get rid of that. Here we go. I'm trying to get this guy on for the last 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah, I guess we got him. We got him. Here he is.
You got me.
Yeah, we got you.
What's going on, everybody?
I text this thing. Payroll finally can shut up now. He won't have to bother me every damn weekend or every week. You've been busy taking care of personal things, so I understood.
Yeah, the past 2 or 3 weeks have been quite a bit going back and forth between here and Dallas, trying to keep some family stuff floating. So, but overall, we're doing okay.
Yeah. That's good. Is it cold down your way? It's cold up here.
It's cold enough. It's about 45 outside here.
Yeah, it's 35.
To me, that's freezing cold. I'd rather it be about 95 or 100 or 105. I'll take that all day.
Yeah, I know. I always like the summer better than the winter.
Yeah.
Too cold. Too cold for me. I'm going to have to move to Florida before it's all over with. Take the retirement and move it to Florida.
Move to the RGV. Get you fresh grapefruit all year round.
I was just down there a couple weeks ago.
I saw that.
Down there with Daniel getting his truck back. And it was nice and warm down there, that's for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Nice breeze blowing through the palm trees. And
I see Snorlords here. I see Ponzi's here. I see Daniel's here.
Good old day. A good old crew.
Yeah.
Orion popped in.
Yeah. It's like YouTube 1.0 kind of, sort of, or 2.0 or whatever iteration we're on. I have no idea anymore.
Oh, we got who's this? This is Shadow Wolf, Rockin' Van Life. He's retired, traveling around the country in his RV. So a bunch of old crew in here tonight. It's a pretty good deal.
All right, kicking the old school.
Old school. So Tex.
Yes, sir.
What's this about this? You want to tell us about what's going on over there about a possible movie or something going on?
Oh yeah. So there's a movie script that's out there. I didn't put notes together. I'm just going to go off the top of my memory here for everything that I know. There is a movie script that has won multiple awards for screenwriting at different film festivals. There's no film; it's just literally the text, and so it's won multiple awards in a few different countries, and it's for a movie that we want to get produced called Dispatch Me Home. And I've read the script. It's about 90 some odd pages long, and it's really well written. Greg Martin is the person responsible for coming up with the idea of Dispatch Me Home. Joey Kent is the screenwriter, and he did some magic to kind of bring that together. Toby Bogard, truck rider, who's been around a long time.
Oh yeah,
he's been the technical guy, and they were all three putting this thing together long before I was ever mentioned. So I'm like late stage popping in on this, and they're tapping me to be basically what they call second unit. So in other words, I'm not hanging out with the stars of stage and screen per se. I'm kind of the background guy, getting the B-roll footage, filler shots of different things to help the story go along. I'm not really capturing the dialogue scenes between actors and things like that, and that's fine. I'm more of a scenery kind of guy, so that's where it stands. They ran it through I think Indiegogo. It didn't get the traction they were looking for, so I'm sure there'll be another round at some point where they'll kind of bring it together. The funding is for pre-production, and that, from what I've seen of it, at least on the television side, when I did some of that in 2010, 2011, it can get expensive quickly because there are a lot of moving parts that you have to assemble, and you have to figure out locations, and you have to figure out talent, and you have to figure out so many different little things that you don't think about when it comes to producing, an actual movie. And, it's a process. It's a process, but it's a fun process. I have seen different elements of different movies that I've been, I say, a part of. Like, I've been in the orbit of them, never in a filming role or anything like that, but a couple of actual Hollywood movies I was like on set for, because just whatever scenario, I happened to be part of that. And no, I was never on camera. I was never even near the cameras. I just happened to be like the location manager that had the keys to the front door, that kind of thing. But seeing all the army of people that have to come in, and you have the craft services, which is all your food and whatnot for cast and crew and everything else. And wow. There's accounting that goes into it, and there's stage props, and, at least for what I was witness to, there's so many moving parts. And, if you ever sit there and look at the credits at the end of a movie, whether it be a blockbuster or something independent film, there's dozens, if not 100+ names that help put this thing together. So, it takes quite a bit, but, if we're able to get this thing off the ground, I think a lot of drivers would appreciate it, because it is coming from more of the trucker side. It's not going to be, Hollywood style, like, oh, they think they know what truck drivers go through or what have you. No, this is like trucker based stuff and things that drivers know, and they're not, because how we are. We're like, oh, that's a bunch of crap, or whatever, that doesn't it doesn't pass the smell test. No, everything through this process is going to have a very natural, authentic feel to it.
Cool.
That's it. That's what
What
we're
was the
working
name?
on.
Dispatch Me Home, Daniel.
Dispatch Me Home. I think it's either dispatchmehome.com or .net. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's one or the other. You'll find it.
Could you give up any of the synopsis of the story, or is that?
Well, basically, the driver in question, his name is Sam the Man, and he's basically retiring. He's hanging it up. He's had a long career. There's some flashbacks along the way where he thinks back to different things that kind of led him to where he is today, and works his way to his final dispatch to get to the house and call it a career. And there's just little storylines that kind of intertwine all throughout his journey to get back to the house.
Oh. Kind of pretty interesting.
Yeah, it'll be cool. It'll be cool.
I think Ponzi wants. He's sick of Ohio. He's ready to get down to Texas again.
Well, we still have room for now. Yeah.
You want to Ohio ones this movie? Oh, that's the same thing I was thinking. Snow Lord. It won't be like that stupid Ice Road movie with Liam Nielsen. That was, oh man, that was so terrible.
Yeah, that was pretty rough.
I was in here
I've
watching
already forgotten. I've already forgotten most of it.
Yeah, I was watching it here in the studio. I was laughing so hard they came in to see what I was laughing at. I said, "You got to watch this stupid movie. This is so bad. It's funny."
Yeah.
Oh, it was terrible. Terrible.
So yeah, that's kind of what's been going on. I've been goofing off with old school film photography a lot as of late.
I've been keeping up with your. See, because that brings some stuff home. My dad was a photographer, and he used all those. Well, back then it was their regular equipment, but you're using that, bringing it back, and with all the he had a dark room set up in the basement. He just do his own prints and everything, and you're doing that, and it's like it's crazy.
It's a process. It's a lot of fun, and it's not as cheap as maybe it once was in 1970s or so.
I'm sure there's not a lot of demand for the film and everything you got to use.
Yeah. So, if you go back 20, 25, 30 years, you can go to Walgreens or CVS or whatever and buy you a roll of film for $3 or $4 or $5, something like that. That's your 35 millimeter film. Most point and shoot cameras, before digital really took hold, that's what you would use. And I've got one of those 35 millimeter cameras from 1954 that was gifted to me. And I don't think it does a really good job from what I've done with it so far. So I haven't really used that one. But what I'm using is large format photography, which is actual sheets of film. And that is a little more expensive, but it is a lot bigger, a bigger sized image that you capture, and you can capture a lot of detail with it. So I've started going around town or a little ways outside of town and waiting for a big truck to go by and snap a picture. And they're probably like, "What's that guy doing?" I'm like, "Don't worry about it. I'm out of here for you to turn around and catch me." But that and a couple of truck shows I've been to, towards the end of the year, I was at Lufkin at Dragon and Pulling in the Pines, did a few shots out there. I was at GBATS back in September.
GBATS.
Yeah. All of this stuff, just out of my own pocket to do it. Proof of concept, sort of thing. Nobody's paid me for photos yet. Well, I take that back. I've had a couple people say, "Hey, I like that. Can you blow it up and send it to me?" And I've done that. But I'm mostly doing it for myself. I'll be honest with you. I hit a burnout stage with video. Like, I don't care. It's been over 6 months since I picked up my video camera, and that's been the basis of the last decade or so of me being online, is making trucking related video content. But iPhones and $200 little stabilizer gimbals have replaced the $5,000 setup that I'd run around with. So
you can share your Facebook page.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Just Texomatic. I think it is still sort of.
I
I
just
don't
got
know.
the James Crowley. I
Oh
was
well,
looking.
either way.
I just want to show some of those pictures.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think there's some. I put a
Man.
few on Texomatic. My personal Facebook's pretty locked down, so I don't know if it'll show up. If it does, that's fine. But no, I just trying to.
Yeah.
Oh, we got the echo there.
There we go.
Yeah, there's me. So anyhow, I just I'm doing it for myself. I'm slow down, dude.
Damn,
I'm in a
what the
little
hell?
residential neighborhood, and a little
I thought that was a
Mustang set
video.
haul ass. Anyhow, the photos I'm doing them mainly because it's kind of like my release right now. I've got a lot going on, so I'm not stressing over trying to find that next client or whatever else. I'm just taking a mental reset. And one of the things I'm getting a lot of enjoyment out of is making these old photos. I'm doing the process all the way from loading the film, shooting it, getting it all set, what have you, take it back home. I've got special containers that are light proof to develop the stuff here at home, hang it up in the bathroom over the bathtub, let it dry out, scan it in on the computer, and tweak it in Lightroom to make it a positive image so you can see what it's supposed to look like. And it's been fun. It's not the cheapest hobby to have right now, I'll tell you that.
I imagine.
I'm not doing color for a reason, because color is ridiculously expensive. Black and white's reasonable. So like the photo there, I know we're on a bit of a delay here, but the photo, that's a digital, the shot of me standing in front of the truck. But some of the other ones, the old pickups and whatnot, it's either shot with a 102-year-old camera or a 77-year-old camera. Those are the two cameras that I'm using constantly right now. Goofy stuff. That's all I ever do is goofy stuff. Let's see. Ryan Peterson said he watched Black Dog on YouTube. Said it was a good movie. That's a pretty good movie.
Yeah. Wow. There you go. There's your truck. Yeah, these are just, I think these are normal.
Yeah. You're going beyond my film photography career.
All right, we'll get off.
You're going to my old stuff there.
Yeah. So you're selling those prints. Everybody's interested.
Yeah.
You got some other ones too. So what's the you got a website for that, you said? What is it?
I do, actually. Imagine that. It is texomatic.darkroom.com. And the prints, I mean, they're different sizes, and some of them are 8x10 only. Some of them you can go like 32 by 40 or some crazy number, and it's a stupid amount of money, but you can get prints like as low as $16 or $17, just through the drop down menu. You can find them that cheap, and they're decent quality. If they're not, there's a money back on it, so you can just send it back and they'll send you your money back. They handle all that stuff. It's a print on demand kind of thing. So I just upload the files to them, and then specify pricing and whatnot, and they take a large cut of it, but they're doing the web hosting, they're doing the printing of the actual photos, they're framing them. If you order a frame, they will pack it, they will ship it, they do all the legwork. It's just a place where I can put stuff, and they take a good percentage. They give me a little bit on the back end, and is what it is.
There it goes, Snorlord.
Excuse me.
Got the link right there in the chat.
That's the one. That's the one.
There it is.
So what's been going on in Pale Riderville? Why were you down in the RGV, or is that a top secret mission?
It is and it's not. Well, we went up to pick up Daniel's truck.
Okay.
Out of the Springfield area, Missouri. So took a bus up here, from here up to Springfield. we had to do a bunch of stuff and hook up a car U-Haul car trailer to the truck, haul the car in the truck with the truck. So we drove the truck back to RGV.
Yeah.
I left Springfield like at 5, 6 o'clock in the evening, drove straight to TA in Pearsall. Not Pearsall, New Braunfels.
Yep.
Like 727 miles. I did an all-nighter, Tex.
Yeah, the old Rip Griffin's down there.
727 miles. About killed me. Took me a
You're
week.
used to it.
So Daniel felt sorry for him. We got back down there. He bought me a hotel room to stay overnight because, man,
That's
I was like, wow, I was dead to the world. And flew back the next day out of Harlingen down there. Flew back.
Have you ever considered drive away?
No,
No,
I don't think so.
You grab a couple of piggyback trucks or an RV or something like that and take it to somewhere. I mean, like, you get you a pickup with a gooseneck and start taking gooseneck RVs different places and or just power only and drive your double triple piggyback power to some Freightliner dealership out in Arizona and fly back.
I was talking to some guys down in Laredo that do that. They haul out of Laredo 2 or 3 trucks, and hauling wherever, and they fly them back to Laredo.
Yeah.
Get a hotel room for 2 or 3 days. Whenever you're ready, go back and get you another one, take it somewhere else.
I mean, I would consider that gig. I'll tell you, to finance the Film Habit. I'm looking for part or full-time work myself. I'm trying not to get back into a truck per se just yet, but one of the opportunities I have that I'm waiting to hear back on, which will allow me to travel a little bit because that's just, it's in your nature. You travel, you're just used to it. And, if you enjoy it, you enjoy it. Do you ever drive down the road and you see those little rubber strips, rubber tubes, they're those traffic counters? Well, somebody has to put those in and take them out. And there's a company about 30 miles away from me that they're the ones that do it for the entire state of Texas. Dang. So it would be something where, you go out in your personal vehicle, you got your safety gear and whatnot, and you've got the counter system and you've got a laptop to be able to download data, and you'll take it to wherever they say it needs to go. You nail it across the highway into the asphalt. You leave it for a day or 2 or whatever they call it for.
And maybe you're quite dangerous in Texas.
It can be. Yeah. Danger's my middle name. So
you need to go up to Waco and off I-35 and run this across. It'll take me 3 days just to get across.
I'll be running. All right. But you may set up 2 or 3 or 4 of those in a straight line from, say, down here, Southeast Texas, up towards Wichita Falls. You get a hotel room along the way, or 2 of them, just depending on timing. And the time goes by, and then you pick them up on the way back and download the data and transmit it, and you're done for the week.
That sounds pretty nice.
I mean, it pays okay. I would say trucking money is better, but some money is better than no money. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Cool.
See, Daniel's saying you need doubles, triples endorsement for piggyback, which I've got that. Really? I don't know if you do.
Oh, no, I don't. I didn't know you needed all that.
$10.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, it's a 78 Chevrolet Camaro we pulled out of Springfield behind the truck.
Nice.
So like a race car, a racing motor and everything. It's not put together. We had to put the motor in, just set the motor in the engine bay to get it where it would fit on the. That was the job.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Daniel almost killed Pale Rider and still didn't. I'll never hear the end of that.
That's pretty good.
Solar won't ever let me rest. Well, it's piggyback ones. I certainly read that one. Flatbed trucker. Hello. Well, that's cool. Or maybe a pilot car driver. Pilot car. Yeah, there you go. Escort. So you can tell everybody you're in the escort business, and they'll be like, "What?"
Escort service. That's
remember that story about that female told her mom, "Yeah, I'm in the escort business." I said, "What?" Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
an
well,
escort. What? No. Who taught you
well,
better than that? I said, no, Ma. I'm
if,
escorting big
if it's
truck.
the escort service, if they say, "What do you get for $10?" I'll say you get 5 miles. I don't know.
I don't know. Oh, I got a question. What are your plans for Mets? You know, it's right around the corner. It's coming to
I
be
know
here
it's right
before we
around the
know it.
corner.
It's the end of
Yeah,
March.
so the Mid America Trucking Show, Louisville. I'd love to be there. I didn't make it last year. I did not
I
make
know
it
we
last
missed
year.
you.
I'd like to make it this, but it comes down to time and money and everything else, and I technically could probably swing it out of my own pocket, but by golly, why do it? It's good to get in front of people, but I've gotten in front of people many times before, pitching my goods and services, and not a whole lot came from it. But if I get out there and just take the old cameras, because I tell you, the cameras are conversation starters, and I'm, believe it or not, kind of antisocial until you know me, and I'll just talk your ear off. But to get out there, because what I've been trying to tell people is, hey, if you need some old school photography or old school looking photography that's unique and different, to put at your booth, to maybe it's your 50th anniversary of your company, you want to get some old school looking stuff that you can use internally or online or whatever, that's what I do. So I can break out the video camera, I can do cool new stuff, but I have the ability to make cool stuff, and if people want it, come on, talk to me. If not, maybe it's 2 years in a row I'm not going. I don't know.
I hear you. Yeah, Snorlord. Yeah, we were sad Tex wasn't there this year. I was sad too. Well, only reason why I went, I had help. LBC sent me. He paid plane tickets and everything. So that's the only reason why I got to go.
Yeah.
Wouldn't been for him, I wouldn't have gone either. But I tried to get somebody to sponsor me. So, but I'll go ahead and apply again this year. I got my media pass from last year. That thing came in handy. Texting, I appreciate you telling me about the media room there.
Very important.
Oh, that was great. Great.
Yeah, you get to take a load off for a little bit and get you a snack, get you something cool to drink, and
free food. All that's free in there, and they had some dang good food. You didn't get to meet. I met up with Jamie Jones. Remember her? Last time I saw her was when we did that thing there in Joplin downtown, laying on the streets and everything. Gets this video. And the other guy does the XM radio show. I can't think of his name right off the top of my head.
I don't really listen to XM, so I don't know.
I haven't listened to it in a long time. Mark something, I think is his name. Got a trucking show.
Oh, Reddig. Is it Reddig? Landline now?
No, not Mark Reddig. It was
okay.
He does a show, and he used to do one in the afternoon. I
don't know. I don't listen to Road Dog. I'm not on the road anymore, so it's just one of those things.
Yeah, I gave all that up, but I don't have listened to it in a long time. OIDA kind of made me mad when I went up there because I was going to ask the lady. They had a bunch of people working the booth there, so I guess it's not really OIDA's fault. I was going to ask her how long, if I'm retired from trucking, how long would it, or how much money would it cost to be a lifetime member? Said I'm not trucking anymore, but still, I wouldn't mind being a lifetime member. And she was like, I don't know how it went. It went bad after that, and I said, never mind. Just turned around and walked away. So
yeah.
Screw.
I'll tell you, one show you should go to if you have the opportunity is the ATHS show that they do every year, different parts of the country. And if you like old iron, that's the place to be. It's going to be in York, Pennsylvania this year, first weekend or second weekend of June. So if you can swing it, go check it out. I'm pretty sure I'll be there once again. This will be fourth year now that we've been the photo video provider for them.
All right. York, Pennsylvania, though. Come on, man.
Well, it'll be cool up there.
June? I don't
Yeah.
know. Well, I don't know. York's not that bad.
Yeah.
I've been there a few times.
I have too, but it's been over 20 years, so I don't even know what it looks like
A
anymore.
lot of Amish up there. I remember we used to go up there when I was with Epps. They had a big tobacco warehouse up there. And all these Amish farmers that bring the tobacco in. And we sit there and mess around, talk with them guys, and watch them bring in there on their horse-drawn wagons and everything. It's pretty cool.
Jebediah and Abraham and all their friends.
Nice guys too.
Oh yeah,
nice guys.
Oh yeah, for sure. But yeah, the first thing, actually, the first thing, photography wise, because the whole truck photo thing, I'm not going to just limit it to Peterbilts and Freightliners and what have you. I'm going to do pickup trucks too. Classic ones. And there's actually a local show. I think it's happening next weekend, or maybe the weekend after. It's just this little cruise in. A lot of guys from Houston and San Antonio and whatnot come in and get hamburgers and hang out for about 4 hours and then take off. And it's called Lucky's Rod Run. And it's been going on for 20 or 30 years. And it's not really ever announced. It just kind of happens. So I'll show up with my camera and take some shots of some old pickups and put those online. But that's, I guess you could say, my first event of the year. And it's only 10 miles down the road, so that's easy. But there's a show called Lone Star Throwdown over in Conroe, Texas, that there's going to be 2,000 trucks and Jeeps and whatnot that are out there, all the way from classic trucks to modern day big jacked up daddy's money trucks, Jeeps, one-off customs, crazy stuff. There might be a handful, 4 or 5 Class 8s out there, but generally speaking, it's custom pickup trucks and whatnot. So I'll go out there for that too.
You tried to get in that one year or something, or you did. I think they said you had to trailer the truck in, your pickup truck or something.
Yeah, the transmission was out. I could have got there at 30 miles an hour, an hour and a half drive, but I didn't want to do that. So, but transmission got fixed and I drive it up there now. It's, it's not that far necessarily, but, yeah, the first couple of years I went, I didn't have a classic truck because I sold it to buy a camera.
Yeah, I know that truck. I said, what are you doing?
Yeah, so I had to get rid of that. It's a business move. But I've got this old Chevy truck that I've got now that I got from my uncle a few years ago, and I drive it out there every time. So not only am I a paying participant, I'm also media out there too. So it's kind of a I wear 2 different wristbands while I'm there. One is a participant, one is a media. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I remember your videos from that show. Good stuff. Daddy's Money Trucks. I like that one.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. I mean, it's either that or sponsors. Like one of my old friends, well, he's still a friend. I haven't talked to him a bit though, but he's got a Jeep, and it's, I don't know, maybe a 10, 12-year-old Jeep. Real nice. And he's like, man, I want to do all this different stuff with it and have it all jacked up and these cool shocks and lights and custom paint and custom whatever. I said, go to these shows and do what? Talk to the people that are selling these different things that you want to get on your Jeep and say, hey, sponsor me. I'll get a YouTube following, or I'll do this, I'll do that. Go on Instagram and pimp out your stuff. And that's how it's done. I mean, eyeballs are everything, and that's harder and harder to get eyeballs nowadays. But if you have on Instagram or TikTok or whatever, if you have enough wherewithal and presence to bring the eyeballs, and you're able to make something cool with what you've got, they can get there. So going to the shows, just like with Louisville, going to the shows and interacting with folks that you align with for whatever it is. If you're a driver wanting to have some sort of product or service that's tied to your truck that you're on YouTube and you do stuff or whatever, I mean, that's kind of the game. I mean, we know that we've been out here for a while.
Yeah, I don't know. I was kind of disappointed in Matt's this year as far as the video wise. They didn't do too well. didn't get a lot of views and everything this year, or this, like the previous truck shows, like Dallas or G-Bats or something.
Yeah.
I don't
You
know
know,
what it was.
and
It
I'm
just didn't do
still
too
I'm
well.
still sad that not
Oh,
G-Bats, Gats,
Gats,
Dallas.
yeah. I
You know,
love
you get
Gats.
confused with them after a while. You know, Gats
Yeah.
was my home show. I mean, it was
Yeah.
200 miles from here to Dallas Convention Center, and you know, Randall Riley took care of us. You know, because we did the
Mhm.
video content for them, and a lot of it was internal. You never saw it, but you know, to go out there and shoot video all 3 days and get there, and they put us up in the Omni Hotel, and you know, everything's taken care of. I mean, we weren't living a life of luxury. I mean, we were trying to, you know, be frugal where we needed to be, but you know, we had full access to do what we wanted to do and make good content. I mean, as long as they got what they needed at the end of the day, they didn't care how we did it. So we went in there and guns blazing or cameras blazing, and
I remember that.
shot what we needed to. Yeah,
I remember
running like a maniac out
good
there.
old days. I know, it's like, you might have seen Tex. Yeah, I seen him. There he goes over there. And be like, ooh,
The street
Tex.
just.
Trying to catch up with you. I'll
I,
catch
I
him
remember
later.
a lot of people were like, "Dude, Tex, what's up?" I'm like, "Come on, walk with me, walk and talk. We got to go. I got to be over here on the other side. Let's go, let's go. You want to talk? What's going on?" And I wasn't trying to be rude. It's just, you know, I had it's a time crunch from 10 a.m. or whatever time the day, you know, the show opened on that day until 4 or 5 or whatever time it shut down. I was back and forth and back and forth and back and forth getting testimonials from exhibitors and attendees and B-roll of different things. I mean, it is a full day on your feet the entire time. I mean, it was a lot, but you know, it's kind of exhilarating too, because you know, nobody can do what you're doing, you know, and you get the shot. And hold on a second, somebody there? No, whoever it was, they're gone.
Tastes like ghosts that gets. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
don't ever do a walk and talk with Tex. You're gonna lose out. So just, I'll catch you later, Tex. I'll see you.
catch me at the owner's box, the sports bar there.
You had that one booth that was the last year, I think. Wasn't it the last year, Cats?
It was 2017. I had a booth.
Yeah, just go to the booth. Where's Tex? Oh no, ain't nobody seen him. He's running around
And
here somewhere.
you know, it's said and done now, and it's over with. But there was, you know, I was incredibly nervous about that because we were short people to get things done. So we ended up having to leave, you know, our TVs going, and I left stickers and cards and whatever on the little table there so people could just grab whatever they wanted. But hidden underneath the curtain, just like right by people, was thousands of dollars of video equipment that we just didn't have anywhere to put it. We couldn't carry it all because there was so much of it. So, you know, I'm, you know, swinging by the booth and everything's still here. Yeah, it is. Okay. You know, so nobody took anything, thankfully.
I would have chilled out at the booth for you.
Well, you had your own thing going. I didn't want to lock you down.
I don't have much going.
Same
old stuff.
Well, that was 6 years ago now, so it's water under the bridge. But
was that the year of the what was it? The big booth was Ike Stevens in the
that might have been 17 or 18. Is the 73 Lounge? I think.
Yeah,
it was.
73 Lounge.
Yeah, I think that was 17. I think that was the same year. And let's see, what else was there?
Yeah.
And then 18 and 19, we actually had our own lockable storage over by Pride and Polish. It was like our own little
I remember
enclosed booth there. Yeah, I remember you came over to get a hat or something.
Busted in there with yeah.
Yeah, we had our coolers stocked with water, Gatorade, and beer. We had all our snacks and granola and beef jerky and fresh oranges and everything to keep my guys going. You know, we had an edit station in there if we needed to edit something on the fly to get it out. Busy times.
Yeah, 73 Lounge. Yeah, that was That was fun times that year. I got a picture I seen somewhere, came up my memories or something, where I was sitting on that couch and you were crouching on the other side. We were talking. It was like,
Yep.
yeah, it was
It was
cool.
the late great Charlie Johnson got a few pictures of us
Charlie
hanging
Johnson.
out.
That's right. He passed away. Yep. A few years back. Yeah.
Yeah,
I miss those
COVID
Charlie.
nailed him.
Was it cold? I thought he was having heart issues or something.
He was. It was a combination thing.
Oh.
You know, I'm not going to get all conspiratorial, but he had a number of things along with that kind of did it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's crazy.
yeah,
Good old Charlie.
he was a good guy, and he really talked about Allie Knight a whole lot. I know she's kind of moved on to different stuff now. I don't think she does anything really online anymore.
I
But
haven't seen her doing anything, but yeah, she was quite popular in her day. That's for sure.
she was very. I mean, do you think back, around that time frame, some of the, because I've told you this, I don't really watch trucking content because I live the life. I drove for 10 hours and 600 miles or whatever it is. At the end of the day, I didn't want to sit and watch more trucking. That's just that's me personally. But of the ones that were like really getting out there was Allie Knight. You also had Jade and John, if you remember them.
I remember them. Yeah,
they evaporated. I don't know where they went.
Yeah,
and it was one of those things where like either one of them would post something, a few days later I might hop in and look at a couple minutes of it. It's like, they're eating blueberries, okay, and then that's about the end of it. But there's a few that just stood out, and it was like they were like hot flashes of whatever it is, and they were fire, and everybody wanted to see them, and everybody wanted to watch the next one and whatnot, and then they just disappeared. That was the end of it. So very, very odd.
Except for Trucker Josh, he's still growing strong, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's Iron Man.
Iron Man. He just had a baby like a few months back, so
okay,
he's a pappy now.
Yeah, I haven't watched his stuff in a very long time. I don't think I've ever watched a video front to back of his, but again, check in, see what's going on. It's like, he's doing this, okay, all right, and then move on to the next thing. I have short attention span like anybody else, Squirrel.
Yep. Squirrel. Yeah.
Yep.
I see it.
So
the good old days.
Yeah, they were. There's still, I'm sure there'll still be some good old days coming, but I don't know. I'm just here. I'm going to do what I need to do, what I want to do. I'm turning 50 in a couple of months, and I don't care anymore. Damn. I'm going to do what I want to do. If it aligns with somebody who wants to pay me to do it, great. If they don't, I don't care. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to create content that I think is cool. If somebody resonates with it and likes it, great. If you don't, I don't care.
I don't know why. It's just always crazy that these trucking companies, didn't hire you to do their recruiting videos and stuff.
Well,
I know some
that's
did.
The thing. I had a post, I had somebody comment and tag me in something from Maverick out of Little Rock. They're starting a new blog series where their videographer talks about his day or his week riding with one of their drivers and what it was like to be a non-driver out on the road, just like a brief synopsis before they come out with it. And I pointed out, I said, well, the thing is, he's an in-house videographer, literally in-house. Anybody that is mid-tier size trucking on up to the big boys, they've got their own people. They don't need to make another call to have me or anybody else on my, level to come out and do what they already hire people salary wise or whatnot to do. So, I mean, it's just redundant, and there's nothing that I do that's really that much more different than these professionals that they have hired, full time to do this stuff. So it doesn't make sense. I get it. The only ones that are out there that would hire me for stuff are those that, 100 trucks or less generally. And that's a good share of the market, but generally speaking, once you get to the lower levels like that, they're just maintaining what they can right now because there's not a whole lot of money out there. There's not a whole lot of turnover necessarily. If there's any turnover, it's just because it's a terrible company. Drivers are leaving the industry because they're tired of it, but there's not that much of a shortage like everybody at ATA screams about.
No.
So it's a churn issue, but they've got enough people in the pipeline that they can fill it and they don't have to sweat. What are we going to do for recruiting? Oh my God. We need safety videos. Call JJ Keller. That's the thing is, I can make you one-off custom stuff, but there's a lot easier, cheaper, one call does it all options out there. And I get it. It's not for everybody, the stuff that I do.
Then, you got the guy in HR that has the, the latest phone that can do recruiting videos that way.
Well, that's the honest truth. I mean, that's the honest truth right there. An iPhone 15 is comparable to the $3,500 camera that I use. I mean, if you look close enough, you can tell a difference. But most people sitting on their phone watching something at the truck stop at the end of their 10 hours, they're not going to tell a difference. And the companies know that. So
I know, but still, it just
when you have Brenda in HR, whose daughter is really, really good at TikTok, and sends her out to the yard to do TikToks with drivers that get tens of thousands of views. Why hire somebody to fly them 1,500 miles to do basically the same thing?
Right, I know.
That's where we're at. That's just the nature of it. If I started 20 years sooner, it'd be a different story we're having right now. But I started right before, how do I put it? It's right before the equipment got relatively inexpensive and easy to use. So there was a very short window of this guy and 3 others can do what we need done. Now it's most everybody who has a little bit of time to figure it out can do what those guys do. So, and I'm not the only one in that boat. I mean, there's, my competitors or however you want to put it. They're in the same boat. They're struggling to find stuff to do.
Christopher.
Yeah, exactly. There's content to be made. There's work out there that he's getting done, but it's not like it was 5 years ago. I don't know that for a fact, but I'm pretty sure just, from posting and whatnot, there's not as much activity. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope he's knocking it out of the park, but at least on my end, it's been kind of quiet, and that's all right.
Yeah. Sucks. Sad.
It is what it is. You know what? I could pity party, but
pity party.
What's the point? It's not going to change anything.
Right. True.
I'm going to
try to move on.
Like I said, I don't care. I'm going to do what I want to do. And if it brings some positivity to people by viewing it, great. I feel I've done something where somebody goes, man, that's a cool shot. Or my dad had a truck like that, or whatever it is. If it gives somebody a smile, I'm happy with that. I really am. And if it's something where somebody says, I want you to do this for me, even better. But I'm going to do what I want to do. That's where I'm at.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like it. Yeah. No pity party. Just move on.
No time for that. No time for that. I got bigger fish to fry. I got things to look forward to.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good beer to drink.
What? You got beer?
Yeah. Got the old Lone Star tonight.
Lone Star.
That's
Lone
right.
Star beer and Bob Wills music.
Kept my heart alive since she's been gone.
Yeah.
That's right. Snorlord's saying he turns 52 in 4 days. He's been watching me for 50.
Dude, Jesus, y'all are getting so damn old. 50,
Yeah.
52. I don't know what I'm going to do when I get that old. That's crazy.
You'll get there before you know it.
Y'all got a bunch of damn youngsters.
By golly. That's what we do.
Well, yeah. That's what happened when I came off the road. The YouTube channel just kind of went down in the dumps.
mine's been dead on arrival for a long time. I don't really post on YouTube anymore. I don't know if you've noticed that, but I just,
Yeah.
I don't know. It just got to the point where there was very little activity, that would come from it. So I'm like, it's not working for me. I want to move on to something else. So TikTok, here I come. I mainly post stuff on Facebook and a little bit on Instagram, and that's about it. I don't have a regular schedule or anything like that. I just, something comes up, I post it, and there you have it. So that's, I've got like 4 Instagram accounts, but really only 3 of them that I really mess with. So there is that. I was doing some of that AI art stuff, but I've kind of backed out of that. It's all over the place now. It was cool and unique.
I sent you some
6 months
good
ago.
scripts. I sent you some pretty good scripts. I've been writing on. So what the heck?
You did send me that one, and I did do some research trying to make that one pop, but it just kept giving me some weird results that didn't make any sense to the storyline. So, but the thing is, about every 2 or 3 months, a new iteration of Midjourney, which is the AI app that I use for like photo art generation, gets better as time goes on. So I may have to revisit that and see what I come up with.
Yeah, I was messing around with the ChatGPT thing. That's where I got some of those. It all depends on what you put in there, what you want them to do. So
that's it.
I did a bunch of them there, and I think that one I sent you. I think the one I sent you about the West Memphis truck drags or something.
Yeah, something to do with street racing.
Yeah, that was it. West Memphis.
Yeah, underground street racing.
Let's see, West Memphis illegal big truck street drags or something, or the guy that whatever.
That'd be a visual.
I did one about a guy, a trucker in the that was a mafia kingpin. He was a truck driver. That turned out pretty good.
Well, that's who he
got busted in Laredo, Texas.
Yeah, well, that's what it was with the Chicago clown trucking guy that I put together. He was running with the mob and then got busted for tax evasion. So
I like the one you did about the Fight Club. That was and people thought that was real.
Yep, they did. They did. There was funny. There was a radio station in Baton Rouge. I don't know if they actually broadcast it on the radio, but in their blog on their website, they were like, all you old timers, did this actually happen? Summer of 1980 or whatever year it was. And there's also a LSU message board called Tiger Droppings, which is like general V bulletin type stuff. But people were asking, like, hey, all you people that have been around forever, did this happen at the Bro Bridge truck stop? A Tiger truck stop or wherever? Like it didn't happen. It'd be funny though.
He was on. I watched you when they had you on Freight Waves there with what's his name, Dooner.
Oh, with Dooner, yeah.
Yeah, they were talking about that. That's funny.
Yeah. Hey, can you hang a minute? Can you pull me off of here for a minute? I gotta go take care of something.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be right back.
All right. So you put him down there in the basement. Let's see, who's that? Britt, nomadic Britt. I ain't seen you around. Where you been? You been hiding? Been hiding somewhere. WC Invader, WCF Invader, smashing live tonight. Let's keep going and get those watch hours in. Appreciate it. I'm turned 52 in 4 days. Sorry, scary. I've been watching Tex for 15 years. I know it. It's crazy. Yeah, I always enjoy having Tex on here. He's talk about the old times, the old days. Maybe it did happen. Maybe it did, but that was that was cool. Fight Club, Bro Bridge. And the guy ended up being getting in the swamp. Good story. Good story. I guess he's going to come back. Well, we'll see. We'll hang out a little bit. Anybody got anything else to talk about? Wait on Tex-O-Matic to get back. I mean, Tex go back a bunch of years. A bunch of years. Nomadic Brits 56. 56. 56. Texas 50, or will be. Stroller will be 52, and Nomadic Brit is 56. Anybody else want to give up their age? Where's the youngsters? Where's the youngsters at? I don't get many youngsters watching. You go into analytics, you can see the age ranges of who watch your videos. I think my age range is like 45 to 55 or something like that. Has the most viewers. What's your announcement on the speed limiter announcement not happening today? It was required to be announced. Yeah. Well, as long as they keep putting it off, it's a good thing, I guess. Tex is part of the original fucking YouTube. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I watched him. He's one of the first ones I watched when I started getting into truckers on YouTube. Tex was right there. We used to talk about that all the time. I met him. I think he's back. Let me see. 40 club next year. Damn, man, you're getting 40 years old. You're getting old now. Ponzi, 59 and a half. Dang. I'll be 40 in April. Daniel, you'll be 50. You're always 10 years behind. I think he's back. Let's see. Are you back? There he is.
Yes.
He's back.
I'm back.
Daniel's talking about how old he is. He'll be 40 in April. Oh, he's so old.
40 was fun. I remember most of it.
I don't. Yeah, I do.
So anyhow, appreciate you having me back. I had to run inside. There was a noise. So what happened was somehow my wife knocked the big curtain rod off on the back window, and it came crashing down. At the same time, dropped a huge container of Christmas caramel corn, and the dog started going nuts. So now the dog's whining at the base of the couch trying to get whatever's under there, and the cat's right there trying to figure out what's going on. So there's about to be a big fight. I think what I'm trying to say is I kind of need to probably go and straighten out the house.
That sounds like a good video right there.
Yeah, I don't know. America's Funniest, maybe not. I don't know, but it's yeah, it's going to be something to fix here shortly.
Monday, Arlington, Texas. All right, well, you gotta go. You gotta go.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Appreciate
handle the house. But thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it. It's been too long.
Show. It's always a good show with Texas on. That's for sure.
Oh shucks. I'm just trying to be entertaining in some form or fashion. That's all there is to it.
Well, you are.
Well, there you go. All right. I'm tired. It's been a long 3 weeks. It's just I'm here. I don't know exactly how or where or what, but I'm here. So I'm on the right side of the soil. I'm doing okay, I guess.
That's good. All right, Tex. I appreciate any time. You're welcome anytime.
I appreciate that. Y'all have a great night, and we will see you for too long.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Adios.
Adios. Adios, amigos. Here it is. Tex. Always like having Tex on. I could sit here and talk all night with Tex. Probably bore everybody about YouTube and trucking YouTube and everybody in the past that used to be on. He was right. Remember Allie Knight and Jaden Josh or Jaden John, whatever their name was. They were big things back in the days. And all of a sudden they just poof, they're gone. You don't see them anymore. And not doing the YouTube thing. Allie Knight, especially, she was real popular. And poof, gone. Gone. I've seen a lot of people come out here on YouTube trucking thing, and be real good, get a lot of subs, get a lot of views, and next thing you know, boom, they're gone. They're gone. So don't know what happened to them, but I know a couple of them that are gone, and one especially, he is gone. He's going to be gone for a very, very long time. We will find out what his sentence is in February. So, yes, he's guilty. He pled guilty. I don't know if he pled guilty to get some kind of plea deal or something, but the charges are pretty serious. And he's going to be going away for a long time. He's going to be going to his forever home here in the next month or so. So we're going to keep up with that. And I'll probably do a story about that when that's right, Ryan. I'll probably do a story about that when he is sentenced. But he's already guilty. He said he was guilty. He was found guilty or whatever. And boom. There you go. He is history, going to his forever home next month. It's a shame. I was watching his last video he uploaded on YouTube. All his stuff's still on YouTube, so there you go. Here's the text link, YouTube, Texomatic. And the other one, the darkroom one. It's up in the chat. Good night, Tex. Good night, Tex. Good night, Happy New Year, Tex. I release vids to show I am around. Right. Yeah. Oh. Do panels at the malls. Being around people is hard. Yeah. There it is. Here's where you go get some of his new photography stuff using old school cameras. Get some old school looking pictures of your truck or trucks or whatever. Pretty cool there. Pretty cool. There it is. Daniel posted it again. I am nomadic. I'm half Brit. Mom is from Bristol. Half Brit. Texas, half Brit. Let me see, Invader. I must not be getting your notifications. I'll have to double down. I have to double check that. Double check. So sometimes they get turned off without you realizing it. Texas is originally from London. London. I think Ratman, he was over there overseas for Christmas. I think he just flew out of London back to the United States. I see you post on Facebook. And apparently British Air lost all of his luggage. So he's in the United States. Him and his wife are back in the United States. His luggage is still sitting over there in London. So that's not a good deal. That's why, man, you go fly, go on vacation, you gotta mess with all that stuff. I like flying to the truck shows or flying back from helping Daniel. Just have one little bag, carry on, and you're done. Don't have to worry about checking baggage or nothing. So I don't check no baggage. One small carry on is all you gotta do. So I'm going to check into this registering for the Louisville Truck Show again to go ahead and get registered, see if I can get another media pass, press pass, whatever. And if whether I'm going or not, that's a whole different story. But at least if I do go, I will be ready with my registration and all that. British Airways messed Brit up, and once I only dealt with Delta after that. Delta. That's why I usually fly out of Little Rock, Delta. I think Daniel, I flew out of down there in South Texas. I was on American. Yeah, I didn't really notice any difference. This was a great show, Pale Rider. Have a great night. Happy. All right, Snow Lord. Y'all have a good New Year up there in the snowy Springfield Mo. So we're going to get off here. Chill out the rest of the evening. And that's it. So appreciate everybody watching. Check the replay if you didn't watch it from the beginning. And everybody have a good day. Stay safe.